I'm back! What's up, SmackNPie? It's Nicole bringing you guys a Walking Dead video. The Walrus streak is finally over, even though he's writing the script. Thanks again, Waru. I hope you guys are excited for today's topic because it's going to be about Minerva. I'll basically be going over everything we know about Minerva so far and give you some theories about her role in episode 3. If you're excited, then be sure to give this video a like to show your support. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that way you'll be notified when we upload. Now let's begin. Now let's start things off with what we know about Minerva so far. She is the twin sister of Sophie and is Tennessee's big sister. She also had a romantic relationship with Violet, which will be a very important topic later on in the video. Trust me guys. Minerva with her sister Sophie were presumed dead in a walker attack, but Marlon revealed that he traded both of them to Delta, which is Lily's group. The reason Marlon did this was to keep the group safe from Delta. When Delta raided the boarding school, Lily mentioned that Minerva was happy to be where she is and that she wanted to see her friends again. One more thing to bring up is that we know what Minerva will look like because of the leaked concept art. We have no idea what her default look will be, but her designs indicate that she will be a hardened soldier. Why, you may ask? Well, it's because of the crossbow, that's why. Now it's time for some theories and speculation, starting with Minerva's relationship with the community in Delta. This one is the hardest to predict because we have no information on this topic at the time of this recording. I'm going to assume that her relationship with them is either good or neutral. That's because if she or her sister had a bad time there, then they would have been kicked out or killed. Also, if she's been alive this long, then that means she's gotten used to the people there. I know that in The Walking Dead, you don't have to get along with everyone to survive. Kenny and Lily's arguing back in season 1 proves that statement. There still has to be some trust between people in the group, so that way they can survive. The only thing we know about Delta is that they kidnap kids to train them to be soldiers. It would be interesting if Minerva likes being at Delta and would rather stay there than come back to the boarding school. That would be some interesting drama that could play out in episodes 3 and 4. Another relationship that could be interesting is what if she has a good relationship with Lily? What if when Clem and her group get to the Delta camp, they see that Minerva is Lily's protege or best student? That would be a pretty good dynamic. Minerva could be like a more brutal Clementine, or what Clementine could have been. Now it's time to talk about her relationship with her brother Tennessee and the other kids from the boarding school. I'm saving the Violet talk for later as a separate topic. It's going to be interesting for the cast to see her again after 1 year of believing she was dead. I know they're going to be very happy, but there is a chance the Minerva they meet is different. What if Minerva's changed so much because of her time at Delta, the cast doesn't recognize her anymore? It would be interesting character development for Tennessee to see his sister or sisters be different than what he's used to. Also, there is a chance that Minerva has made some new friends back at Delta. There is concept art for new characters that will appear in future episodes. There would be some friendship drama right there, or maybe they all get along. Let's be honest guys, we want more drama in episode 3. Now it's time for the most interesting topic of this video, the potential love triangle drama that could happen. I'm curious how Violent Team fans are going to react to this. There could be a scenario in which if your Clementine is romancing Violet, there could be some drama. That's because Minerva was her girlfriend before being traded to Delta. Violet thought Minerva was dead all this time, and you can't date dead people. That's gross. It would be cool to see Minerva's reaction to Violet dating someone else. Now, there are two scenarios I could see going with this. One scenario is that Minerva is fine with it. I could see it where Minerva during her time at Delta decided to let go of her relationship with Violet. That way, she could focus on surviving and being a soldier. That would be a pretty chill outcome. The other scenario is that we get a catfight. Let's be honest, you guys want that second option. Now, there is one way this side plot could happen in a realistic Telltale way. Let's say Clementine and her friends get kidnapped by Delta and they meet Minerva. Minerva is happy to see everyone, especially her old girlfriend, but Violet found love in someone else. This then causes Minerva to be jealous and butt heads with Clementine. Violet tries to calm both girls down before some crazy stuff happens. We then get Minerva losing it and pulling a David. No one wants to pull David. We then get a brutal fight scene between Minerva and Clementine. The fight then ends with Clementine, Violet, and Minerva being captured by the group Delta is facing against. This sounds like bad writing, I know, but New Frontier exists. Throughout this video, I have not been focusing on Sophie that much. That's because Minerva is a bit more relevant than her story-wise or shipping-wise. Also, there was no leaked concept art for Sophie. I find that to be pretty interesting because there was also leaked concept art for new characters. For a while, we at SmackNPie thought about the idea of Sophie being dead. Even though Minerva is more important, Sophie could still affect the story. I have two scenarios, with one of them having Sophie being alive, and another where we find out she's dead. In the alive scenario, Sophie would obviously still be close with Minerva, because she's her twin sister. Also, she would be the only person Minerva knows that's with her. Another obvious thing about Sophie being alive is that she is an extra person, which means that she can help Delta or help her friends with Clementine depending on where the story goes. Also, Tennessee could see both of his older sisters alive and not dead. It's basically the happy scenario unless she's not a determinate character and she dies no matter what. The scenario in which Sophie is dead would be interesting. She could die during her time at Delta. Another possibility is that maybe Sophie dies when she and Minerva are traded to Delta. It would be pretty sad if Walkers killed her when Marlon traded her to Delta. That would be the worst case scenario. With Sophie being dead in the story, Minerva would obviously be a lot more hardened. Another possibility is that maybe Minerva blames Violet and the others for Sophie's death. This then makes Minerva not want to come back to the boarding school, and she becomes their enemy. It would be pretty sad, but hey, it's The Walking Dead. This is all just speculation, but it's really fun to talk about it. So guys, that's the video. I haven't narrated a video in a while, but it's great to do it again. Be sure to tell SmackNPie in the comments down below what you think Minerva's role will be in episode 3. If you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more SmackNPie content, then be sure to subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm Nicole signing out, but until next time, take care and keep gaming.